So today we're going to go over how to zero a red dot. This is pretty much interchangeable with a pistol and the rifle. Your distance varies, but ultimately you want to get into the most stable shooting position as possible. For my rifle, I have the bipod and a rear mag like this. It's about as stable as I'm going to get. For a pistol, lots of times I'll shoot off a table just like this, off of a bag at an angle so you don't accidentally shoot a hole through yours. Ask me how I know that. And I'll go over the other nuances between pistol and rifle red dots. So with your red dot, generally speaking, you want your dot to be as dim as possible. You want to be just looking through the dot. And this is whether you're shooting a rifle or a pistol. You want to get into a very stable position, which right now I'm pretty good. I'm going to fire 3 rounds. You generally want to do at least 3 rounds, if not 5. This is actually a good example here. I pulled one left, and I was pretty sure I pulled that left, and I have 2 in the same hole here. So I'm roughly 1.5 inches high and maybe a little bit left. I'm just going to make the adjustment for the vertical impacts to bring them down. So for simplicity of the video, we're not going to go over MOA and milliradians or anything like that. Just know that with this specific optic, I know at 50 yards, every time I click this any direction, it's going to push my bullets in that direction 1/4 inch. So we had to come down 1.5 inches. I'm going to move my bullets down 6 clicks, meaning 1.5 inches. Keep in mind, this is at a longer distance of 50 to 100 yards for zero. If you're zeroing a pistol optic, don't get tied up in how many MOA or how much each adjustment is. I just recommend people do at least a half rotation or a full rotation in any direction, and you'll be able to see how far that actually translates on paper. And you can always, if you make an overcorrection one way, you can always go back. Another thing I forgot to mention when you're zeroing is every time you shoot a group and you're checking your groups, it's better to take the bullet out of your chamber, because if it sits in your chamber, especially in a rifle, and it gets hot, it can actually throw off one of your shots and it can look like flyers on the target. So we made our adjustments, and we're gonna send 3 more. This is not an ideal shooting position. We'll make it work. All right, let's check it out. So here's my second 3-shot group. I am still left about 1 inch of the target, so I am going to make a windage adjustment to the right. And I came down 6 clicks, and I'm about 1/3 the way under versus 2/3 the way over. So I know if I come back 2, and then I go over to the right about 1 inch, I should be dead on. So I'm going to go to the right, because I want to push my bullets to the right. 4 clicks. And I want to go up, so opposite of down, I want to move the bullets up. 2 clicks. Let's see where we're at. Those all felt pretty good. Let's check it out. So here's our shots here, here, and here. So our elevation is just about perfect. I need to come to the right. I'm going to come over 2 more clicks. So I was actually thinking this earlier. I probably should have just went 4, but it's all part of the process. So as you guys can tell, sometimes it takes a while to get zeroed, but it's really important that you get a really tight zero. That way, if you're missing targets, whether it's competition, hunting, shooting for fun, you know it's probably something to do with your fundamentals, and it's not the rifle. All we're doing here is getting rid of as many factors as we can. Those felt pretty good. So it was starting to get kind of messy here, so I shot at this target. I think I did pull one a little bit left. I would consider this zeroed. Almost forgot to mention, triple verify your zero, always.